Chinese culture is one of the most ancient and interesting cultures out there. China is also one of the most densely populated countries on Earth with 1.3 billion citizens. China itself covers 3.7 million square miles and is one of the largest countries in the world. It's also one of the oldest cultures with a written history that dates back to 1700 BC. Perhaps one of the most ancient and important facets of Chinese culture is Chinese religion. Uh, One similarity between Chinese religion and American religion is that neither is a unified system of beliefs. Chinese religion is broken down into four main traditions, which include Chinese folk tradition or religion, Confucianism, Taoism, and Buddhism. Folk tradition has been widespread across China for centuries. It includes practices such as feng shui, astrology, and herbal medicine, which most people have probably heard of in the West. Uh, Folk tradition in China typically suggests that there are more than one god and numerous spirits within all aspects of nature, even one's own body. They believe that benevolent and helpful spirits are associated with bright and cheerful ideas. These spirits are referred to as Shin. Devious and mean spirits are associated with dark and gloomy areas and are associated with, or are also known as Hui. Uh, Within folk tradition, most believe that rituals and sacrifice must be made to appease both types of spirits. Another very prominent Chinese religion is Confucianism. Confucianism began in the 16th century BC and is also considered philosophy as well as a religion. Confucianism can be described as an all-encompassing humanism that neither promotes nor denies the idea of heaven. Master Kong was the founder of Confucianism, and Kong is also referred to as Confucius. Kong did not intend to found a religion. His original thought was that religious rule was corrupt and that all human relationships involved a set of defined roles that each person should understand and conform to, and that each person should conform to his or her proper role. He believed in starting with individual and family, and that people by acting rightly can reform and perfect society. Confucius, in addition to social rituals, also stressed humaneness. Confucius once said that love and kindness is not the only one virtue, but the source of all virtues. Next on our list of prominent Chinese religions is Taoism. Taoism is based on the teachings of Tao Te Ching, a tract written in the 6th century BC in China. Taoism emphasizes spiritual harmony. It also complements Confucianism's focus on social duty. There are 20 million Taoists today, most residing in China, Taiwan, and Southeast Asia. Taoism is also becoming influential in the West through alternative medicine and Tai Chi. Taoists also note the patterns of change in the world and within ourselves. The practice of Taoism is based on coming into alignment with these patterns of change. Last but not least, we come to Buddhism. Buddhism is most common in the Far East. Buddhism has morphed into many different forms over the years. It ranges from emphasis on religious rituals and deities to absolute rejection of both religious rituals and deities in the favor of pure meditation. In some Buddhist traditions, we find Mahakala. Mahakala is considered the protector of Buddhist teachings. He represents the four energies of pacification, attraction, magnetism, and repulsion. Although Buddhism ranges greatly, all share mutual respect of the teachings of Buddha. In an interview with Wendell Garnett, a new resident of India, he's also a student who's learning Tibetan and a newly devout Buddhist, we can hear firsthand the struggle between being raised American and trying to devote his life to Buddhism. When Wendell was asked, "How do you think you've changed since being here?" he responds, "It's been a slow process, but I'm paying a lot more attention to awareness and inner development. Being more patient, trying to see things as they are, not always projecting myself onto everything. At home, we're indoctrinated to think everything is about you all the time. That's a really hard thing to unlearn, but if you don't, it's going to be very challenging. I haven't conquered that kind of stuff at all, but when there's a conflict or inner conflict, it's easy now for me to identify that this is something I need to work with, and here are the things that I can use to work with. That has been a real treasure to me. So in conclusion, Chinese religion is obviously varies a bit. However, I hope to have made it easy to see that the outlook of most Chinese people consists of some combination of beliefs and practices from the 4 basic categories: folk religion, Confucianism, Taoism, and Buddhism. And then I have some pictures of Mahakala for everybody to see. Very scary.
He's serious.
Here's one. This is actually from the Indian Buddhists. I couldn't find any cool pictures from the Chinese Buddhists.
Those are cool.
This is my favorite. And this one, which is going to be hard to see. Everybody? You guys all see it? Did y'all see everything?
Uh-huh. I like that one. I want that one. Yes, I did. That one makes me scared.
All right. And that's my speech. Thank you.
Wait.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Can you see?
Hi. That's
3 people there.
The dog.
1 people there. Oh, wait. I think I covered it up. 1 people here and here. And there's a little one.
Bouncing.
She's over.
Bye.
How do I just push this button?
Yes.